everyone. My name is Sarah Sipek, and I'm an associate editor with Workforce Magazine. I'm joined today by Dr. Keith Kantor, who's the CEO of Service Foods, the largest all-natural food company of its kind in the United States. Dr. Kantor, how are you today?
Great. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Wonderful. We're happy. Yeah, thank you for being here. So today we're going to talk a little bit about corporate wellness programs and specifically how to create an effective one for your workplace. You've created an effective corporate wellness program at Service Foods, so I'm hoping you could tell us a little bit about that. What is it you do to keep your employees healthy?
Well, first of all, at Service Foods, we're an all-natural food company. And what our mission is to go beyond that and improve the health of America one family at a time. To do that, besides having all-natural food, we make available to our employees, we do the same thing to our clients, certified fitness experts, registered nurses, registered and certified dietitians, naturopathic doctors. We also supply all the different testing for them to keep track of how things are going for our wellness program because we believe, and we've shown in the past, that if you have a healthy workplace, you have a happy workplace, you have a happy workplace, you have a very productive workplace. And we noticed when we implemented ours several years ago that our productivity increased, our absenteeism decreased, our emergency room claims decreased, even our workman's comp decreased. And we had pretty good engagement. Over time, we were able to get about 80% of the people to be engaged, and we had a pretty good ROI, for the industry, about 4 to 1. And that was before we met Mike Tinney, and I call it Utilifit, you call it Fix It, but I think it's the same company. And Mike asked us to do a beta test for his company. And at first I was a little hesitant. I said, we already have such a great program, and being so modest like I am, like, what are you going to do to make ours even better? And he said, would you try it? And I never thought gaming would have such an effect on wellness. And during the beta test, I noticed the engagement go up. And at first I thought, well, it would just go up amongst the young people. But it didn't. It went up amongst everybody. And even though we were already in teams and departments, they did even more of that. And our engagement went from approximately 80% to almost a full 100% engagement. And our ROI increased from approximately 4 to 1 to 6 to 1, which I was totally amazed. They were much more interested in running away from a zombie than one of our lunch and learns from our registered dietitians or myself. So it was quite a learning experience for us.
Wonderful. Well, could you tell us a little bit more? So you said that they're interested in running away from zombies. What does the gamification look like? How are employees interacting with it?
Well, everybody has it on their phone. I guess a few still have it on their computer. You could get something texted to you or as an email. I have mine texted to me, and every hour it gives us a different activity of some sort to do. Sometimes it'll say something nutritional, like make sure you drink your water, but most of the time it's an activity for 30 to 45 seconds, because I'm sure you know now they say being sedentary is the new smoking.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're sedentary 8 hours a day, it's the equivalent of smoking some huge number of cigarettes. So that's how they're engaged. And one of the games they have is the zombie game, which is apparently very popular, and you have to stay ahead of the zombies in doing your exercises and getting points. As a matter of fact, if I could just show you, could you see my phone?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to have to call up Mike McKinney because I'm going to lose points talking to you. Wait, let me go to the text. Here it is on the text because I get it approximately every half hour. So I'll get a text now and it'll tell me what I have to do. So there it is. It's a Utilifit. And it says to me I have to do moderate intensity seated oblique twists. And if I do it, I get 52 points. And it gives you the example how to do it. And once I'm finished doing it, I push that button. But if you're getting interviewed, you can't do the exercise on the air. So I'm owed points by somebody.
Yes, yes. Well, this has been great. Thank you so much for sharing the technology and your experience with us. I'm sure it'll be very useful to our viewers.
Okay, well, thanks again for having me. And one thing to note, we had a very, very detailed health and wellness program. So this was just an addition. But for companies that want to start and they don't have a huge budget and they don't want to go through all the testing that we do, blood testing and blood pressure and BMI and fat content, this is a very easy way to get the engagement up very quickly in a very fun way, and I'm pretty sure a very inexpensive way. And then when you have a lot of engagement, it's a lot easier to put in the more detailed types of health and wellness.
Excellent point, excellent tip for our viewers. Thank you so much again for being here with us, and thank you everyone watching. Have a good day.
Thanks, you too.